Oh, okay. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Welcome. Bien raro, Miguel, ya que lo estoy viendo aquí, siempre le aparece así. Mire, aunque ya lo modificamos de allá, qué raro.
Exacto.
Vamos a comentar eso, que se pasará, qué pasará.
I don't know.
Okay. Let me see. What your full name is Miguel.
Enrique Padilla Martínez.
Okay. Give 1 second.
La tablet la toma como si fuera iPhone 3.
Ajá, así lo toma, qué
Y
raro.
mi celular como es iPhone 2.
Ujú,
Y el número 1 es el Apple Watch.
bien raro.
Pero usted
Okay.
lo modificó y yo lo modifiqué. Y... total.
Sí, ni modo. Bueno, ya vamos a ver. Ok,
Solo que no me
welcome.
esté restando minutos suficientes porque no me va a poner falla y ya no va a pasar.
Sí, no estar pendiente, vamos a informarlo lo antes posible. Ya lo estamos informando. Okay, welcome. Thank you very much for being in class, guys. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much, Cindy, Kenya, welcome, Allison, welcome, Fatima, Francisco, Mikey, Helen. No, Helen is not in class. Roxana, Gabriel, Salvador, Carlos, Francisco, welcome. Diane, welcome. Gilberto, Salvador, Carla, Francia, Luis, Sergio. How was your vacation? Kenya, no vacation. How was your vacation? Was it a good vacation yesterday? No,
No vacation.
no vacation.
Vacation.
No.
Why, Diane?
I have to work.
Yes, but at least you didn't have class. You rested.
English vacation only.
English vacation only.
Okay.
Some students were sending me messages, teacher in the class, teacher in the class. They wanted to have class, but vacation.
Yesterday, the traffic was horrible.
Because of the games. Anyways.
Yes, yesterday I came to 9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m. My goodness. So terrible. Because I guess they have closed some streets, right?
Y salí a las 5 de la tarde de San Salvador.
Where do you live?
Y salgo.
Heavy traffic.
Very heavy.
Okay. One day helicopters. Or in private jets, right? Gilberto, like Roberto Crit.
An airplane.
In an airplane, yeah, they don't drive.
Have a helicopter.
Helicopter, yes.
Yes.
I have one helicopter, but I don't like it.
You don't use it.
I don't like it. No. Okay. Let's get it started, please. Let's get it started. Did you read the book, The Last Photo? The Elephant Man yesterday? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Chat for. Yeah.
We always, teacher, we think in the Elephant Man every day.
Okay. Good idea.
And Miguel, what is the elephant man, teacher? What is that? No. Brother, you're not reading the book? I am. In Kenya, what is the name of the book? No. Yeah.
Perdóname, pero yo sí soy responsable.
Demasiado.
Wow.
What is the name of the book? What is the name?
Eh, porque es tan malo conmigo.
Caperucita
ya.
Roja se llama el libro, dice.
Ahí está.
¿Cómo?
Caperucita Roja.
Ah, sí.
En la zona
Zona
roja.
Blancanieves.
Blancanieves, por ahí. Okay.
Hey,
No.
Chapo. Chapo.
Chapter 4. Or no,
Yes.
chapter 5.
chapter 5.
I
Dice,
read the chapter
okay.
An
Wednesday.
important, an important visitor. I did not marry to live by himself like a man in a lighthouse. He read his books and talked to me, but I wanted him to talk to more people. And I wanted him to talk to women. In groups, please, chapter number 5. I am going to ask you questions. Byron, I am watching you. Watching you.
Kenia.
Kenny.
Ajá.
Okay. Read chapter 5, please. Yo no lo esté convenciendo Kenia, no. ¿Para qué amarle? No.
¿Y por qué me tienen mal, en tan mal concepto, Wilber? Qué
No.
bárbaro. No,
Salvador dice.
a
Salvador me
good
dijo.
student teacher.
Salvador me dijo. Teacher, nos convence.
Salvador es el de la Rosa de Guadalupe, ¿verdad?
Sí, that's it.
Okay.
Perdón, pero
Identificado.
no tengo memoria.
Yo
Okay.
pasando iba.
Yes, brother. I'm sorry, brother. Okay, lights, camera, action. 10 minutes, please. Read and
Okay.
analyze.
Read.
When you
read.
finish, imagine that you finish. Ask questions in the group. What is the name of this? What happened with questions?
What?
By Francia.
Francia. Francia.
Okay, chapter 4, 5,
Five.
important visitor. I did not want Mary to live by himself, like a man in a lighthouse. He read his book and talked to me, but I want him to talk to more people. And wanted him to tell to women. Mary read about women in his but he died not often told to women. He met the nurse every day, but they
Woman or we men.
Women.
sorry, told to women.
Very good.
He met the
Met.
nurse every day, but but
But
they did not talk to him very much. For then he was always a creature, not a man. One day, one of my friends, a beautiful young women, came to the hospital. I told her about Merit and took her to his room. She opened the door and smiled at him. Good morning, Mr. Merritt, she said. Then she shook his hand. Mary looked at her for a minute with his mouth open. Then he sat down on his bed with his head in his hand and cried. He cried for nearly 5 minutes. The tears ran down his face, between his fingers, and onto the floor. My friend sat on the bed beside him and uh, put her hand on his arm. He said nothing, but she smiled at him, shook his hand again before she left. Dr. Travis, he said to me that night, that lady was a wonderful. My mother smiled at me, my smile at me once many years ago, but two women smile at me now. But his lady smiled at me too, and she shook my hand. A beautiful lady smiled at me and shook my hand. My young lady friends came again the next week and talking to Mary for half an hour. The week after that, she came again with a friend. They gave it some books, had a cup of tea with him. It was wonderful for him, for the first time in his life. He had some friends. He was a very happy man. He sat in his room, and read his books, and say no more about live on a lighthouse.
Fátima, ¿estás tú ahí? Continue. Fátima. Fátima.
Sigue usted, Emil.
Okay. Salud.
What?
Continue.
Okay. People began to read about Merrick in the newspaper. So he had a lot of visitors. Everybody wanted to see him. A lot of important ladies and gentlemen visited him. They smiled at him, shook his hand, and gave him books. Merrick liked talking to these people, and he began to forget about his ugly body. His visitors never laughed at him. He began to feel like a man, not a creature. One wonderful day, a very important lady came to the hospital to visit him. I met the lady and took her to his room. Then I opened the door and smiled at him. Good morning, Joseph, I said. There is a new visitor to see you today, a very famous lady. Merrick stood up beside his table. He did not smile because his face could not smile, but his eyes looked happy. Looked or looked? I don't remember. End of T or D? D or T?
Por ahí es el super teacher, le pueden preguntar.
Teacher? Teacher?
Yes,
Help.
yes, at your service.
Looked or looked?
No, the first one.
Looked.
Good job.
Okay. But his eyes looked happy. That's good, he said.
Majesty is Joseph Mary. I say, Joseph, this is Her Majesty, Queen Alexandra, the Queen of England. Queen Alexandra smiled at him. How do you do, Mr. Mary? She said, I'm very pleased to meet you. Then she shook his hand. Mary did not move for nearly a minute. He stood and looked at her with his mouth open. Then he spoke in his strange, slow voice. Oh, how do you do, Your Majesty? He said, but I don't think the Queen understood him because he tried to get down on his knees at the same time. It was very difficult for him because of his enormous legs.
A beautiful picture. It is the best thing in my room, the very best, the most beautiful thing I have. This is the first Christmas in my life, and my first Christmas present. Perhaps I had a Christmas with my mother once, but I don't know remember it. I have my mother's picture too, and she is beautiful like you. But now I know many famous ladies and kind people like Dr. Treves, and I am a very happy man. I am happy too because I am going to see you in the new year. Happy Christmas to you, my dear friend. With all my love, Joseph Merrick. Continúo siempre.
Ahí termina el capítulo 6.
Yeah,
Perdón, el
and this is
5.
chapter
Ah,
6.
ok.
Iniciamos de nuevo, los que no.
Sí, inicien ustedes los hombres.
Teacher, yo creo que está el teacher, ¿va?
Sí.
Yes, brother.
Tengo una pregunta. La palabra o la traducción me complace que aquí en el libro aparece como pleased, pero con ed al final. ¿Cómo se lee?
Where is it?
Está, quiero ver, pleased.
Oh,
Please,
with D. Please.
Ajá, con ed al final. Please, pero normal, pero con la d al final.
Yeah, with D. Please.
Ajá, pleased. Así como
Mhm.
please, pero con d al final se lee también.
Yes.
Ah, ok. Thanks, teacher.
Good job, brother.
Ok. ¿Quién inicia, Gilberto?
Creo que nos queda una chica todavía.
Nos queda...
Me.
Ah, Elin.
Va. El link entonces,
Go,
lee
Elin.
toda esta página.
But I did not want Mary to live by himself, like a man in a lighthouse. He read his book and talked to me, but I want to
Okay, or talk.
talk
Mhm.
and talk to me, but I wanted him to talk to more people, and I wanted him to talk to women. Merrick read about women in his book, but he did not often talk to women. He met the nurses every day, but they did not talk to him very much. For them, he was always a creature, not a man. One day, one of my friends, a beautiful young woman, came to the hospital. I told her about Mary and took her to his room. She opened the door and smiled at him. Good morning, Mr. Merrick, she said. She shook his hand. Merrick looked at her for a minute with his mouth open. The, he sat down on his bed with his head in his hand and cried. He cried for nearly 5 minutes. The tears ran down his face between his fingers and and ¿cómo dice ahí? On the floor. My friend sat on the bed beside him and put her hand on the arm. She said nothing, but she smiled at him and shook his hand again before she left. Dr. Strauss, he said to my that night. That lady was wonderful. My mother smiled at me once, many years ago, but no woman smiled at me now, but his lady smiled at me too. And he shook my hand. A beautiful lady smiled at me and shook my hand. My young lady friend came again the next week and talked to Mary for help an hour. The week after that, she came again with a friend. They give him some books and had a cup of tea with him. It was wonderful for him. For the first time in his life, he had some friends. He was a very happy man. He sat in his room and read his book and said no more about living on lighthouse.
Ok, siguiente, next.
Yo, ya no hay nadie más que falte, además de Gilberto y
Go
mí.
ahead.
Okay. Did the people began, right?
Yeah.
Okay. People began to read about Merrick in the newspaper. So he had a lot of visitors. Everybody want to see him. A lot of important ladies and gentlemen visited him. They, they smiled at him, shook his hand, and gave him books. Mary liked to talk to these people, and he began to forget about his ugly body. His visitors never laughed at him. He began to feel like a man, not a creature. One wonderful day, a very important lady came to the hospital to visit him. I met a lady and took her to his room. Then I opened the door and smiled at him. Good morning, Joseph, I said. There is a new visitor to see you today, a very famous lady. Merrick stood up beside his table. He did not smile because his face could not smile, but his eyes looked happy. That's good, he said. Who is it? I moved away from the door and the visitor walked in. Your Majesty, this is Joseph Merrick, I said. Joseph, this is Her Majesty, Queen Alexandra, the Queen of England. Queen Alexandra smiled at him. How do you do, Mr. Merrick? She said. I'm very pleased to meet you. Then she shook his hand. Merrick did not move. For nearly half a minute he stood and looked at her with his mouth open. Then he spoke in his strange, slow voice. How? How do you do, Your Majesty? He said. But I don't think the queen understood him because he tried to get down on his knees at the same time. It was very difficult for him because of his enormous legs. No, please, Mr. Merrick, do get up, said the queen. I would like to talk to you. Can we sit at your table? Yes, yes, of course, he said. They sat at the table. She took his left hand, the good hand, on hers. She looked at the hand carefully and then smiled at Merrick again. I often read about you in the newspaper, she said. You are a very interesting man, Mr. Merrick. You have a very difficult life, but people say you're happy. Is it true? Are you happy now? Oh, yes, Your Majesty. Yes, said Merrick. I'm a very happy man. I have a home here now and friends and my books. I'm happy every hour of the day. Y se acabó el tiempo, creo.
Hey, let's see. Okay. Next activity is going to be to watch a video. Okay, we're gonna watch a video. After watching this video, you are going to try to retell the story. Okay, you are going to retell the story. Let me show you right now the photo or the PowerPoint presentation that you are gonna use to retell the story. Okay, so pay attention right here. Give me a sec. Okay, this is one. Look, this part, no. This part, no. This. The name of the story is The Moon and the Cup. The story is very short. So I want you to pay attention and try to write on your notebook the parts of the video, the parts, okay, of the video.
Esta cosa.
And then after the video, you are going to practice telling the story in the past. For example, one day, two kids or two children went to the village fair or went to the park. In the park, their mom bought Chintu a cup. Or you can change the name of the kids, Alex and Samuel, or I don't know. But try to remember the parts of the story and then you practice telling. After that, blah, blah, blah. Later, blah, blah, blah. Okay? On your notebook, write the parts of the story, the activities. Okay? The activities. Let's go.
The Moon and the Cap by Noni. All of us went to the village fair. Papa bought Chintu fancy glasses. Mother bought me a bright blue cap. The baby got candy. On the way home, a very strong wind came. It blew my cap away. My cap got stuck on a branch of the old peepal tree. I cried a lot and I did not eat my dinner. Later that night, the moon came up. It looked at my cap on the old peepal tree. It tried on my cap. The moon smiled happily. I had to smile too. After school the next day, my mother gave me a shiny new red cap. The moon sent it, she said. That night, both the moon and I wore our caps and smiled. We were happy. Do you think the sun needs a hat?
One more time, pay attention. One more time.
The Moon and the Cap by Noni. All of us went to the village fair. Papa bought Chintu fancy glasses. Mother bought me a bright blue cap. The baby got candy. On the way home, a very strong wind came. It blew my cap away. My cap got stuck on a branch of the old peepal tree. I cried a lot and I did not eat my dinner. Later that night, the moon came up. It looked at my cap on the old peepal tree. It tried on my cap. The moon smiled happily. I had to smile too. After school the next day, my mother gave me a shiny new red cap. The moon sent it, she said. That night, both the moon and I wore our caps and smiled. We were happy. Do you think the sun needs a hat?
Okay, let's practice. Let's practice. Help me, please. Frank.
I have a doubt.
Go ahead.
What is the difference of bright and shiny?
Oh, bright is that it has a lot of light. For example, most of the time bright is because there is something outside giving the light. Okay. Like for
Okay.
example, a light bulb, the sun. But most of the time, sun shines, right? And shine is when the object itself, the object doesn't need other things to give you the light, but the object produces the light.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, thanks.
And it's very common with the moon. The moon shines. The sun shines, right?
Okay.
Good.
Okay, thanks.
Very nice. Okay. Help me, please. One day, look at the photo. Don't read literally. No, literally. Other words. One day, change the name of the people. Alex or Francisco and Jose went to the village fair. After that, what happened?
After that, Dad bought
Dad
the bought the candy, and
bought a candy.
mother
The mother,
bought a cup.
bought a cup to whom? To give a name, Helen.
Sebastian.
To
Like
Sebastian.
my
Very good. Excellent.
And also came the
Later, the wind
later the wind, el viento.
came. Yes, the wind
The wind came and
Strong.
blew.
I'm
Sopló.
strong.
Aquí, por aquí está, ¿ve?
Blew,
And blew
blew the cap away.
the cap away. The cap
Got the
was, you can say, or was, the cap was
the cap was
on a,
Stuck.
or you can say got stuck or was on a, what is the name of the object? Everybody knows. Tree. Only Helen in the class?
Tree.
And the others? Tree. Very good.
Tree.
Continue. After that or later, Sebastian, what?
Teacher.
Cried a lot.
Cry a lot.
Cry a lot.
Sebastian cried a lot.
Cry a lot.
Helen?
And didn't cook dinner.
And
I
didn't?
have a question.
Take dinner.
Yes, take dinner. What is your question?
What is the meaning of branch?
Branch,
And
rama.
branch. ¿Cómo?
Rama.
Y people, porque decía people. Una fruta,
It's a type of tree. No, it's a type of tree.
Like a maquilisguat.
Almendra.
Like that.
Almendra. Okay, thank you.
This.
This is iPod.
People tree.
People.
But this is like el que le llaman, ¿cómo?
Arbusto. ¿No?
El de hule, va palo de hule, no sé cómo.
Palo de hule.
Amazon.
Palo de hule.
¿Cómo?
Amate. No,
Amate. Sí.
Mate, amate. ¿no?
ajá.
Amate.
De baile el diablo.
Palo,
Okay.
dejémoslo en palo.
Va,
El
dejémoslo
palo.
en palo. Va.
Palo de mango.
Se volvió al palo.
He didn't take his lunch or dinner. Okay,
Dinner.
next. Later that night, he
Cry.
He saw.
saw.
He
He
saw
saw
Was
the
the
what?
moon.
The
He saw
moon
the
with
moon
cup,
moon with the
happy.
Moon.
No,
no,
smile.
okay. It's okay. Many options, many options. No, only one option. No. He saw the moon happy with the cap. He saw the moon with the cap. He saw, the moon with the
Emotional,
cap.
so excited. Excited.
Excited, excited. And he
Happy because the
and
mother is both
excellent.
the moon,
And
the
he
cap,
was
the
happy.
red cap.
was
And he was happy because the moon wore the paso where, the paso usar, wore the
And he felt
The
happy.
cap. The cap.
cap.
on the moon.
Very good. That's it. The next day,
The next day, the mother
Your mother bring
give
his mother gave
him
the
like
mother give or the mother
a new
gave
one.
gave.
The mother gave
him,
his mother gave a new cup.
his mother
No,
gave
gave.
him a new
A
cap.
red cap.
Very
Red
good.
cap.
Red cap.
New red
Okay.
cup.
Excellent. That's it. So that is the idea. The idea is that you watch the video and after you try to explain the video with your English. Okay? Second video. Second video. This video in groups. No escribir todo, no. Okay? You watch the video and in groups. For example, Laila, one part. Carlos, one part. Kenya, one part. Francisco, other part. And in groups of 4, you explain the video. One part fulano, sutano, mengano, and sutanita finishes. Okay? Pay attention to the video number 2. Pay attention. This is the turtles flute. The turtles flute. Okay, pay attention.
Turtle's Flute, a Brazilian folktale. Once upon a time, on the banks of a river, Turtle played her flute. When Turtle played, lions, elephants, butterflies, snakes, and monkeys danced to Turtle's music. One day, a man heard Turtle's music. Ah, he thought, that must be Turtle making music. Turtle would taste very good right now. So he called out, "Turtle, show me your beautiful flute." Turtle slowly walked to the door and held out her flute. But the moment the man saw Turtle, he grabbed her by the neck and began to run. Turtle tried to cry for help, but she couldn't make a sound. She closed her eyes, holding tightly to her flute for good luck. When the man reached his hut, he put Turtle into a cage and shut it. Then he turned to his children. "Don't let Turtle out of her cage." And off he went to the fields. The children began to play outside. Turtle sat very still inside her cage, thinking about the father's words. She began to play a sweet tune on her flute, and the children ran to the cage. "Is that you playing, Turtle?" they asked, their eyes wide with wonder. "Yes," Turtle said. She kept on playing, for she could see the children were delighted. At last she stopped. "I can dance even better than I can play," she said. "Would you like to see?" "Oh, please!" the little boy cried. "I'll show you how to dance and play at the same time," said Turtle. "But you must open the cage. There is no room in here." So the little boy opened the cage, and Turtle began to dance and play. The children laughed and clapped their hands, for never had they seen such a wonderful thing. Then Turtle stopped. "Don't stop!" the children cried. "Oh," Turtle groaned, "my legs are stiff. If I could just walk a little bit to loosen them." "Don't go too far," the little girl cautioned. "Come right back." "Never fear," said Turtle. "You wait right here." Turtle crawled off toward the jungle. The moment she was out of sight, she raced all the way back to her house. Nobody ever found Turtle again. But to this day, if you strain your ear, you can hear the sweet sound of a flute in the forest.
One more time or that's all?
Está bonito el cuento.
Ay, qué
No me voy a dormir ya con esa música.
One more time or you consider it's enough?
One more
One more
time.
One more
time.
time.
One more time, please.
Okay, try
Yes,
to
please.
remember all the scenarios. Okay.
Turtle. On the banks of a river, Turtle played her flute. When Turtle played, lions, elephants, butterflies, snakes, and monkeys danced to Turtle's music. One day, a man heard Turtle's music. Ah, he thought, that must be Turtle making music. Turtle would taste very good right now. So he called out, "Turtle, show me your beautiful flute." Turtle slowly walked to the door and held out her flute. But the moment the man saw Turtle, he grabbed her by the neck and began to run. Turtle tried to cry for help, but she couldn't make a sound. She closed her eyes, holding tightly to her flute for good luck. When the man reached his hut, he put Turtle into a cage and shut it. Then he turned to his children. "Don't let Turtle out of her cage." And off he went to the fields. The children began to play outside. Turtle sat very still inside her cage, thinking about the father's words. She began to play a sweet tune on her flute, and the children ran to the cage. "Is that you playing, Turtle?" they asked, their eyes wide with wonder. "Yes," Turtle said. She kept on playing, for she could see the children were delighted. At last she stopped. "I can dance even better than I can play," she said. "Would you like to see?" "Oh, please!" the little boy cried. "I'll show you how to dance and play at the same time," said Turtle. "But you must open the cage. There is no room in here." So the little boy opened the cage, and Turtle began to dance and play. The children laughed and clapped their hands, for never had they seen such a wonderful thing. Then Turtle stopped. Don't stop, the children cried. Oh, Turtle groaned. My legs are stiff. If I could just walk a little bit to loosen them. Don't go too far, the little girl cautioned. Come right back. Never fear, said Turtle. You wait right here. Turtle crawled off toward the jungle. The moment she was out of sight, she raced all the way back to her house. Nobody ever found Turtle again. But to this day, if you strain your ear, you can hear the sweet sound of a flute in the forest.
Great job. Okay, let's stop over here. Now, I'm gonna give you only 7 minutes, 8 minutes for you to practice in group telling the story. Again, it's not to write the story. It's to divide the story in parts. 4 people in the group, okay, 4 parts. 1 part, second, third, fourth, and connect the ideas. One day, there was a turtle playing the flute. When the turtle played, all the animals danced with the music. Lions, elephants, tigers. One day, a man saw blah, 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 blah. Okay, groups, different people. Lights, camera, action.
The problem may be the no sé cómo será, explotación. Exploitation. Y the
Los
solution may
animales
be
aquí
to,
no tienen
correcto.
descanso, algo así.
O la alimentación.
Ajá. Que trabajan mucho y comen poco.
O que trabajan mucho. Y tal vez la solución sería o un cambio de administración
O salir.
o salir. O clausurar el lugar, algo así, no sé.
Mejor sería clausurar el lugar.
Denunciarlo.
Así como el zoológico, vea, de tanto maltrato, de tanto mal cuido, al final los animalitos, unos murieron, otros están enfermos o algo así. O podemos hablar también del zoológico, algo ya real y existencial. Pienso.
Hello, questions?
Hello.
Questions? Do you have questions? No?
Sería
Maybe not.
desde cero, teacher, o similar a las que vimos.
La idea es que ustedes cuenten nuevamente el cuento, relaten el cuento con sus palabras.
Pensé que era crear uno desde cero.
Sí, entonces como narrar nuevamente la historia.
Very good.
Okay. Ok. Pudiéramos decir.
Bueno, para empezar, así como decían las historias, one day, one day,
Listen to the music en, no sé, listen to the music, decía la orilla del
one day in a bosque, forest, creo. Forest. One day in a forest.
¿Cómo se dirá que escuchaba?
Escuchaba. I heard began played flute, and the man, how do you say, la agarró?
Take,
took.
take it.
Took. No, take is
Kid.
in present. They took them. No, he took them. Or
Took her.
took her. Is a she a turtle? And took her. Oh no. And then took her through the neck or to the neck.
Yes.
And then help me please. I don't remember.
He
left.
take and
No, she
put
They
in
went
the
around.
case.
but that
Put in the
turtle
case.
wanted to speak or to gritar, shout.
Close the
Porque
eyes
grita.
and
No
cry. Yes.
Estaba de aquí. Pero, ¿cómo lo digo en English? The turtle wanted.
Close the eyes and cry.
Teacher, help me, please.
Very good. The total what is the message you want to give?
That turtle wanted, quería gritar, pero no
Shout.
Wanted to shout, to scream.
Wanted to shout, to scream.
Wanted to shout or wanted to
Or
scream.
the scream.
Wanted to shout. No podía, she couldn't breathe, to breathe. No podía respirar.
Yep.
She couldn't breathe. Yeah, it's okay.
She couldn't breathe. And the man began to run.
Go to the home. And go
Then,
to put a turtle in the case.
Cage. Or how do you say?
Case.
Cage.
Okay.
The next scene is where ¿cómo aparecen los niños? The child, the children.
It is the child. Aparecieron, appear. Appear.
Boys
and girls.
Boys and girls.
What happened after that?
And the answer.
The children were playing around the cage, and the turtle began
play the
flute
Playing the
again.
flute. That turtle was sad. Very sad.
And the turtle say, yes, of course.
When the children heard
heard the flow. They play flow.
Turtle played the flute. They were amazing.
Amazing sound.
That's amazing sound.
Amazing
Turtle.
sound.
When a turtle play, they
saw the turtle playing the flute.
The children saw the turtle playing.
Playing the flute.
And that turtle said, I can dance
sound.
better than playing. No, I can dance better to play in the flute. No, que puede bailar mejor que de lo que toca la flauta.
Okay. And dance better to dance to play the flute. And the turtle say, yes, but
the turtle
this is not room. This is not room. But if I play better and out the case, when you go out, I'm playing better. And que la sacaran iba a tocar mejor y que iban a bailar y no me fluye. La idea es eso. Que la tortuga quería que la sacara para sentirse mejor, tocar mejor y que los niños bailaran,
get out or open the
cage.
The cage.
Go out.
And the turtle go out. And then
play the pose and dance and smile and ¿cómo se dice con los la flauta en su hermano? Out here. Out. And when the turtle play finish run fast at the forest. Entonces,
and never appeared again.
never see it again.
The turtle say goodbye.
Say goodbye, but the turtle say, don't never too afraid. Never. And then turtle go out and then fast run to the forest.
But the turtle continue playing the flute in the forest.
Yes. When every all hear sweet music in the forest, it's a talk.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And end
What do you
result.
think, teacher? Are we okay? Yes or not?
It's okay.
No.
That is the idea. That you think, that you remember, and that you make your story. I mean, you make the script for your story. So now
Similar
we
to the turtle.
try to repeat one more
Sorry?
time and we finish.
Well, the same story.
The same story, the same.
Okay.
I understand, teacher. Repeat again.
I mean, you finish this is the first round. You finish the story, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, when we finish this activity, we go back to the principal room. In the principal room, I am going to ask group 1, group 2 volunteers. So all the group will tell the story.
Yeah, okay.
All the participants.
Got it.
Oh, yes.
Here we are speaking only 4.
No problem. It's okay. It's okay. If, for example, 4 people participating, it's okay. 4 people.
Okay.
The others maybe have problems or working.
Listen, maybe.
Or they are listeners.
Oh, yeah, listen there. Okay.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
3
teacher.
more
And
minutes. We'll
then,
be back.
okay.
Teacher, I have a question. The
Yes.
turtle is she or is it?
Or he.
You can
Or
say
it.
it's
No.
okay, or it is normal, but you can
It's
say
normal because it's an animal.
maybe the turtle has a name, right?
Yes.
Margarita the turtle, you can say she.
Yes.
If you consider it's Juancito the turtle, he, no problem. It's your decision. It's your decision.
Okay.
Entonces es
Ninja
she.
turtle.
Okay, she, very good. It's okay.
Is he a ninja turtle?
A ninja turtle.
The turtle in this case will be she.
She.
Okay.
In that case, the turtle was said. Ahora, Iván.
Okay. The turtle, she said the children that she was tired of playing the flute. The children opened the cage and the turtle go out.
In the end, the turtle escaped and played the happy flute in the forest.
Finish.
Finish.
Oh, good job. Francisco, no sé si va a decir algo. Tal vez puede decir el final. Que fueron felices por el resto. Fue feliz la turtle, feliz el resto de sus vidas.
Ajá. Fue
Ajá.
feliz tocando la flauta.
Libremente
The turtle was
en
happy.
la selva.
Ajá.
Disculpen que no, apenas escucho, pero están finalizando la historia.
Sí, tú la puedes finalizar, Francisco.
Vaya,
Como
ok.
decir que, es como decir que la tortuga siguió tocando feliz su flauta en el bosque.
Ok.
I can't wait
Tell
till
me
the day.
Okay. Volunteers. Excellent, brother. Group 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. Only 3 groups will participate. The winners, the people that are winners, champions will say me teacher.
Me teacher.
Excellent, Miguel. Group. Oh.
Okay, Gilberto.
Live camera action. Okay,
Action.
Gilberto, choose another person right now. Group number 2. Victim.
Okay, I'm starting.
Okay, but first, Gilberto, choose a victim. Pick someone else.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3. Who's number 3? Francisco, Helen, Herbert, Jorge, and Carla, Antonieta. Group 2. Helen, choose a victim.
¿Cómo se dice esa palabra? Grab it.
¿Cuál?
Grab it. ¿Ah?
Grab it. Ajá.
Microphone.
The victim.
No, jaula, perdón. Cage.
Pero digo el número, ¿o qué?
You can say the name of the person or the number.
Voy a decir un nombre así porque
Okay.
no los puedo todos. Bueno,
Salvador.
Laila.
Excellent victim. Very good.
Dijeron Helen, no Herbert Iván Martínez.
Me confundí. Sorry.
Salvador, entonces.
Sorry.
No problem, Herbert. It's okay, Herbert.
I am a listener in this moment.
No, Herbert, I say Herbert because you are in this group, second group. In Laila's group number 3. 1, 2, 3, action. Gilberto.
¿Cuál soy yo? 2.
Your group 2. Yes.
Tú eres tú.
Ok.
Gilberto's attack.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little turtle, and he was playing a float on the bank near of the river, and many animals can hear her and dancing with her. Many animals such as tiger, lions, monkeys, and others. In a bad day, a man hear her playing the float and take it on the and the neck.
Take or took?
Took off the neck.
Took
and
her by the
Diana,
neck.
and Diana
Appears.
continue.
No, okay.
Okay. The turtle was playing a flute when a man when a man called her, turtle, come here, and the turtle appeared with the flute, and she started to play in the flute. Started playing the flute, and the man took her through the neck.
By the neck.
But the turtle couldn't shout for help, and the man put her in a cage.
Good.
Cindy's turn.
Cindy's turn.
Hi. The children's adult man played at home, and the turtle start playing the
passive start.
flute.
Start or started?
started.
Playing the flute.
The turtle started playing the flute, and the children heard
Hear or heard?
heard
Heard.
the turtle.
Mm-hmm.
The turtle said he could not play and sing inside the cage. So the children's to
Children's or children?
Children. The children took her out. The children listened to her and laughed and applauded.
Okay.
Okay, Miguel.
Miguel.
But the turtle say, in this side, no, is room. I go out. I go out to the case and play the flute, the music, more happiness.
Okay.
More, and children say, okay. And when turtle go out to the case.
Go out or went
play,
out?
Went out to the case and play the flute. Children's flute. And then the children dance and
upload it.
Dance and upload it and laugh and they are happy. And
They are or they were?
They were.
They were happy.
They were happy. And then Torso play the music, play the flute, and when I finish, he or she, ¿qué quedamos?
It's he, Miguel.
She
ran away.
Okay, she ran away. Yeah, okay. Very, very, very fast to the forest.
To the club, to the forest.
And yeah. And she say, don't afraid.
No fear.
No fear.
Okay.
And she go out.
She went out.
When she went out, yes.
Very good. Went out.
Went out in the forest when all listen it music in the forest in the turtle to play the flute.
The flute.
Yes.
Okay. Good job, guys. Did you see? So one is scenario, the other is scenario. Remember the verbs in the past, okay? All of you pronounced very well. Some verbs, for example, started, a man, other went, but it was okay. Group 2, go.
Hi. The history is about the turtle. And the turtle playing the flute, and also the animals dancing with turtle music. The
animals dancing or the animals were dancing?
The animals were dancing. Turtle music, like elephants, lions, snake, monkeys, and also the turtle was very happy. But the man arrived.
The man liked to steal the flute, engraved him with the net, and locked him in a cage. The turtle was said.
Locked or locked?
Locked.
Locked in a cage.
Locked in a cage. The turtle was sad. Sad.
Sad, very good.
Next.
Okay. The turtle, she said at the children that she was tired of playing the flute. The children saying this opened the cage and the turtle was able to get out.
Then the turtle escaped into the forest and played the flute with all the animals.
Very nice. Good job. Good job. Do you see? Very simple, and you practiced the verbs. Okay. Finally, Lila's group, go.
Let me tell you about a turtle. His name was Miguel Angel. Miguel Angel was played his flute.
Thank you.
So one day, sorry, one day the animals came around to turtle because the animals wanted to listen and watch at Miguel Angel dance and played with the flute. Next.
With the what? With the what?
Flute. Or float.
Flute.
Flute, sorry, flute.
A man near the river listened the turtle flutes, and he thought that he wanted the turtle in his house, and called the turtle and took the turtle by the throat and ran to his house, and the turtle was crying, but he didn't escape. And then the man put the turtle in a cage. Next.
Excellent. Very good.
The man sees some children playing Nervy. The man says to them, don't go to open this because I need this turtle. And then the man was go to the went
went
went to the ¿cómo se dice? Campo.
Field.
And the children's
or children?
The children. See the turtle.
Excellent.
Children.
Whatever.
Y el cuento me dio sueño.
Children.
Soda, Carlos, soda.
Good expression.
Good expression.
Suficiente mérito tengo de estar aquí.
Y viéndolo, acaba de salir del estadio. No, hombre, demasiado.
Una regia tiene la paz.
The beers, Carlos, the beers.
It is necessary, Carlos. Continue, brother.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday.
Yes. No problem, brother. Continue, brother. Continue.
Okay. The turtle still had his flute and again start to play the music, and the turtle say to the kids, I can play the flute and can dancing, and the children's, I don't know what, they open the cage and the turtle ran away.
I
And
wanna run away. Okay. Uh-huh.
and
What else?
next,
Okay. And the turtle returned to the forest and came back playing his flute. And
Loud or flute?
flute, his
Mhm.
flute.
Chahen.
His
Eh?
flute. And although it has not been seen again.
He had, it
The
was not seen again. Mhm.
yes,
No le
the
va a
no-
dar su. Ajá.
yes, the noise of his flute still sounds, and the animals
Celebrate or celebrated?
celebrated.
Very good, very good. Excellent.
Miguel Angelo meet with Donatello and Rafael and
Donatello.
Mr. Splinter.
And Nick Splinter.
Mr. Splinter.
Very
More
good.
than
That
it
is that is all.
That's all. Okay.
Yes.
Dejó
Good,
la
good.
música para
¿Cómo,
convertirse en ninja.
cómo no le va a dar sueño a Carlos? Demasiado.
Estás en la maca, Pink.
Very relaxed.
Me lo
Very
merezco.
relaxing.
Me lo merezco. Hoy fue un día largo.
Aunque se hubiera puesto un fondo ahí de playa para que...
Yes.
Por ahí debe tener la regia light.
Ahí está.
The vibration of the heart is more relaxing, and the day is a lot of more time.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
The ADM of the earth.
Ah, all for the games, all for the
Yes, yes, yes,
games.
yes.
No, demasiado.
And open a new space.
A new space. That's the secret.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we need to continue because we need to finish this topic here.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Look at this conversation. Luz and
Yes.
Eva. Who wants to be Luz and who wants to be Eva? Who's a meat teacher?
Me, Luz.
Yo
Me,
quiero
Luz,
ser
Carlos
Eva.
Eva.
Me.
Carlos
Ay,
Eva.
Iva.
Yo quiero ser
Ay,
Iva.
Iva.
Raise the hand.
Raise-
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Aquí está.
Okay,
Aquí ve, aquí ve, aquí ve.
okay, excellent. Very good, very good.
Me.
Okay, we have
Me.
3 rounds. Number 1,
Yes, yes.
Fran Gilberto. Number 2, Salvador Diana.
Mhm,
Number 3, Francia
Sí.
Laila. Number 4, Jacqueline Elling. 4 rounds. Let's see who gives a good pronunciation. Francisco Gilberto, go.
Can you tell me more about your experience?
It wasn't so nice because the agent didn't give me a confirmation number. He didn't even send a receipt for what I bought.
Do you remember the agent's name?
No, I don't. Actually, I think he didn't say his name. He was kind.
My apologies for that. And what about our product? Could you use it?
Yes, I could. It wasn't too easy, but I called another agent again. He was so considerate. He was so considerate. His name was Romeo, and he explained everything to me.
Good job. Good job. Explain or explained?
Explained.
Good job. Considerate. Excellent, Gilberto's group. Gilberto and Francisco. Number 2, Salvador and Diana. Go.
Go. Can you tell me more about your experience? What is the
Experience?
pronunciation?
Experience.
Experience. Okay. And repeat. Can you tell me more about your experience?
It wasn't so nice because the agent didn't give me a confirmation number. He didn't even send a receipt for what I brought.
Do you remember the agent's name?
No, I don't. Actually, I think he didn't say his name. He wasn't kind.
My apologies for that. And what about your about our product. Could you use it? Use it? Sorry.
Yes, I could. It wasn't so easy, but I called another agent again. He was so considerate. His name was Romeo, and he explained everything to me.
Very good. Round 3, Francia. Laila, go.
Can you tell me more about your experience?
It wasn't so nice because the agent didn't give me a confirmation number. He didn't even send a receipt for
Do you,
what about.
do you remember the agent's name?
No, I don't actually. I think he didn't say his name. He wasn't kind.
My apologies for that. And what about our product? Could you use it? Use it?
Yes, I could. It wasn't so easy, but I called another agent again. He was so considerate. His name was Romeo, and he explained everything to me.
Explainer.
Explain it.
Explain.
Explain it. Explain
Explained.
that.
Very good. Explained.
Explain that everything to me.
Explained.
Excellent. Good, Laila, Francia. Finally, Jacqueline. Carlos, go.
I am Luz.
You are loose.
Okay, can you tell me more about your experience?
It wasn't so nice because the agent didn't give me a confirmation number. He didn't even send a receipt for what about.
Do you remember the agent's name?
No, I don't. Actually, I think he didn't say his name. He wasn't kind.
My apology for that, and I what about our production? Could you use it?
Yes, I could. It wasn't so easy, but I called another agent again. He was so considerate. His name was Romeo. Oof. And he explained everything to me.
Good job. Good
You are
job.
Romeo.
Tenía que ser Romeo.
Me llaman Romeo.
Teacher, I have a question.
What's your question, brother?
My apologize or apologies?
Good.
Who is
Here.
the correct
Very good.
pronunciation?
Apologies. My
Apology.
apologies. Very good.
Okay.
My
thank you.
apologies for that. Very good. Actually, actua. No, I don't. Actually, actua. Received. Received. No E. Received. What I bought. What I bought. Look at this. Look at this. E. Vowel. Vowel. So when you have vowel, vowel, you don't say, for example, the agent. You say the agent's name. The agent's name. Okay. This could, it's okay. Could. Hold. Consider it. Very good. Okay. Next part. Look at these sentences. I am satisfied with my laptop. Marta writes a letter to her boss. We are so happy. Change these sentences in the present to the negative in the past. Change the sentences in the present to the negative in the past, please. Individually, 3 minutes. Go.
Teacher, negative en, en later, solo así.
Yes, negative and in the past. For example, I am satisfied with my laptop. What is the negative in the
I'm
past?
not satisfied. And in the past, I was not. I
I
wasn't.
was not. Very good. I wasn't. I was not.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, brother?
I have a question with the verb right. Right. In past, we have to put the letter S at the final two.
Good question. In the past, the third person doesn't exist.
Okay.
Good.
Excellent. Thanks.
Good, brother. No problem.
Right.
Teacher,
Yes, hello.
the five, I don't understand. Sentence. The
Number 5.
principal, the principal sense.
Okay, what is, you need to identify the verb. The verb in this case is
Send.
send. What is the past of send?
I don't know.
If you don't remember, look at the list. But in this case, is the negative. So
Send, creo, I think.
send, yes, send. But the negative, the principal wasn't or the principal didn't.
The principal didn't.
Didn't send. And the verb normal.
O sea, didn't send con D.
Didn't send, yes, because remember that in the past, when we use negative, the verb is normal. Didn't go, didn't play, didn't.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Okay, very good. Okay, what is number one? Number one, of course, is I wasn't
Satisfied with my laptop.
with my laptop. What about number two? Martha.
Martha wasn't right.
Right.
Martha what?
Didn't
Letter.
write.
Didn't.
Right.
Didn't.
A letter.
A letter.
Verbos.
Verbal. Todos los verbos. Todos los verbos, a excepción de was y were, forever didn't. Remember level 3? Didn't go, didn't play, didn't dance. Okay, number 3, we. Look, we are. The
Yeah.
verb to be. We are, he
We
is,
weren't.
we
Weren't.
we weren't.
Were.
Weren't.
Happy.
Weren't so happy
with the full
Service.
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 Number 4. Pedro and me.
Didn't write.
Were.
Didn't
Drive
drive to the company. Wasn't, no teacher. Look at the original sentence. Drive.
Drive.
Verb.
Drive.
Verb. Didn't drive. Didn't play. Didn't drive to the company. In the exam, please. Wasn't go. Wasn't. Today homework. Today homework.
Practice, practice.
Belki didn't send the Belki, imagine Belki didn't send the homework the last class. No way.
That's busy.
The principal,
Didn't send.
Didn't
Send.
many.
Didn't send any emails.
English is easy, but you need to practice. Le pregunto, ¿ya terminaron el libro de Lefamen? No.
No.
Entonces. The program, wasn't
too slow.
Wasn't too
Wasn't.
slow.
Wasn't.
Miguel.
No, hombre.
¿Qué?
So bad.
What happened, Miguel? No. What time is it? It's time. Okay. Homework. Listen, it is, I understand, Miguel.
Yeah.
I understand that some of you, the past simple is very easy. Easy.
Not for me.
For example, Kenya, easy.
Me voy a regañar otra vez por el ING.
For example, Kenya, I went to the park yesterday. In the negative, Kenya?
Con mi voz de príncipe encantador, la normal o la de los clientes. No respondo. No respondo.
No, normal way.
Me dijo la oración.
I went to the park yesterday. Negative.
I wasn't went to the park yesterday. Maybe. Le hago mi otra voz para que me diga que sí.
I went to the park yesterday. In the negative, I wasn't or I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Es que ya me confundí otra vez con los tiempos.
Okay, I volunteer to help Kenya. I volunteer who said me teacher.
Me teacher.
Excellent.
I don't say DI because
Tú eres mi amigo.
I made mistake.
Francisco,
In the negative form.
In the negative form.
I didn't go to the park yesterday.
Question.
Did you
Continue, Diane.
did
Excellent,
you
Francisco. Diane, did you?
go to the beach?
Okay,
It's
okay.
We did vacation.
It's okay.
It's the same. It's the same. It's
Two
Friday, right? It's
Yeah,
Friday.
it's Friday, yes. Two possible answers. Yes, I did. No, I
Yes, I
Didn't,
did.
no, I didn't.
Okay, very good. It is necessary to practice more. I understand. You work. You have 2 families, 5 children. And Francisco, yes, teacher. It's my reality.
Nah. For the classmate.
For the class. Yes. I understand that you want to sleep. Yes, Carlos. But in this weekend, please, this weekend is crucial. I'm going to send in the group some links for you to practice past simple. Este tema, según INSAFOR, se ve en el nivel 3. Este es un repaso.
Y si no lo vimos.
Así estoy viendo que quizás se les ha escapado un poquito, se les ha olvidado un poquito.
Se ha olvidado, pero sí.
Pero no problem, no está bien. I am going to send in WhatsApp 12 links. 12 links to practice. Teacher, links, yes. Pay attention to the link. Pay attention. For example, like this. Past simple, live worksheets. You know the page, right? You know this page. Look. For example, this exercise is that, Match, what is the past of read?
Red.
Red, aquí está. Entonces, cada ejercicio me lo va a hacer así.
Okay.
Así no. Así.
It's the time.
Por ahí.
¿Qué? What? No.
Marín, estúpido.
No.
12 links así. 12 links. Nota.
Okay.
Cada vez que usted termine, ya sabe que tiene que darle aquí, ¿ve? Finish.
Yeah. Finish.
Check my answers. Aquí. Le va a tomar foto a esto. A la nota.
Okay.
Lo pega
Teacher.
en un Word. Y ese Word me lo va a subir en Schoology. Ahí voy a poner, no, en Schoology voy a poner los links.
Okay.
En el Schoology original del grupo, no el otro que hacemos los verbos, no, en el oficial.
Until what day?
Monday. Okay. Tuesday.
We had a week.
¿Cuándo termina el módulo?
¿Cómo?
Va. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Directo.
Cuando dije
The next
links,
day
cuando termina
of the final module, of the finished module.
demasiado, uno quería.
Reprobated.
Tarea para
Demasiado.
¿Quiere más link?
What you say?
More
teacher?
links, yes. More links.
Mándale más link a
Unos
ella.
30.
More
Yes,
links for
the
her.
double.
Uno
the
por cada
double.
año de vida, está bien.
¿Cuándo lo enviará? ¿Ahora en la noche? ¿Mañana?
Take it
Excellent,
easy,
Miguel.
take it easy.
Si lo quiere para mañana a las 6 de la mañana, se lo entrego.
Yeah.
Eso, Kenia.
Eso.
Kenia, relax.
And on fire.
Tengo miedo.
Qué
Tengo miedo.
agresividad.
Kenia,
Estoy de pelada desde ayer, compréndanme, no he dormido.
Kenya need
Ya somos
drink.
varios, creo.
Todo va a estar bien, respire.
Sí, sí.
We need drink.
Con el machete
No,
suelto.
terminamos 4 de julio.
4 de
of
julio.
July, yes.
Kenya go
Independence
to the
Day.
beach for relaxing.
4th of
Vamos a la
July,
playita, cabal.
excellent, brother.
And
Cuando
drink
lo
2
envían.
regias light.
So we have only 2, 4, 5, 6
Vamos a
days,
Nápoles.
and
1
we
week.
6 days. 1 week and so I can give you more time for Friday, for Wednesday, for Tuesday, but I know that you are not going to work on weekdays because you are tired.
Yes.
Okay, not 12 verbs, not 12 links, 10 links. But this topic
Vaya,
is
compañeros, de nada. Logré que
necessary.
bajara 2.
What?
Teacher,
Gracias,
puede
teacher.
compartir algunos en Schoology y los otros puede compartirlos en el grupo de WhatsApp para si alguien quiere
Okay,
practicar más.
okay, very good.
Practice.
Hombre, relax.
Very good. This topic is very important y ya no se ve más adelante. Van a ver otro que se llama presente perfecto, pero ese presente perfecto que lo ven en el otro nivel es la tercera columna de verbo. Ustedes ven 3, presente y el pasado es el que están viendo conmigo, pasado, repaso, pero igual estamos practice, 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 practice. El otro van a tener que aprenderse la última columna. Ya no go, ya no went, sino que gone.
Bueno,
Los regulars, no problem. Played, played, played forever. But for example, write, wrote, written.
written.
Some verbs change. Other verbs, no. Feed, fed, fed. So you need to continue with other topic. This topic is very important. So please complete the links. When you finish, take a photo in a Word document and you send the Word document in WhatsApp, no problem. No, en WhatsApp. Ya queda cada quien, si algunos ya lo han hecho, abren las fotos de los demás y empiezan a copiar y vaya, aquí está. Yo no voy a estar viendo cada foto, solo voy a contar. Ok, Diana lo mandó, lo abro, ok, 10 fotos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, pum. Si practicó, 10. Simple, 10. Si le faltó una foto, 9.5, 9, maybe. Ajá. But at the end is your practice. Teacher, ¿por qué no lo dejó antes? Porque algunos cansados y está bien, pues normal, no se cansan, trabajan, hijos, bla, bla, bla. Pero sábado y domingo,
Se puede.
o por lo menos domingo, ay.
Trabajo, sí, sí.
Domingo.
Because, como les dije la vez pasada, ya vamos a ir porque mucho español tiene una gran ventaja que usted ya tiene una experiencia laboral. Si tiene paciencia y hace el esfuerzo que está haciendo, con paciencia, por 1 año, por 8 meses, con paciencia. Esto es para que alguien aprenda un idioma así, tiene que estudiar 8 horas diarias sin parar, todos los días. Si es posible una clase súper intensiva, 4 horas diarias, 4 horas diarias, 4 horas diarias con clase con el maestro y otras 4 horas estudiando verbos, frases, practicando, leyendo libros, escuchando música, viendo videos. Pero así, solo eso.
Making
Y
karaoke.
todavía, cabal, karaoke, y si tiene amigos que son nativos, hablar todavía para que practice. Ahora, así como ustedes no, es ir tranquilos pero seguros, ¿ok? Yo, mi clase me conecto siempre y las tareas las hago. Fines de semana.
Yes.
Con el tiempo va a haber los resultados. La ventaja es que ya está en un trabajo, puede solo saltar a otro, porque la experiencia lo tiene, pero practice, practice, practice. Okay, bye bye, take care, have a wonderful, amazing night and weekend. Hope you rest. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye
See you on
bye.
Monday.
Thank you. See you Monday.
Good night.